One of the most interesting things about Landman heading into Season 2 is the clear signal that the show is no longer staying in the same familiar territory, both literally and thematically. Season 1 was very grounded in a specific part of Texas oil culture, centered on a tight web of power, money, corruption, and personal relationships. Season 2, however, is setting the stage for expansion, and that shift says a lot about where the story is headed and how much bigger the stakes are about to become. The idea of new territory isn't just about new locations for the sake of visual variety. It represents how the power structure around Tommy, M-Tex, and the entire operation is starting to stretch beyond its original boundaries. In Season 1, most of the conflict felt local, even when the money was big. Everything was still rooted in one main oil region, one core network of players.
Season 2 changes that.
New land means new deals, new risks, new rival companies, and a whole new set of people who won't be as easy to control or predict. This expansion also reflects how successful and dangerous M-Tex has become. You don't go looking for new territory unless the current one is either tapped out or no longer enough. That alone tells us that the company is growing, but so is the pressure. Expansion in the oil world always brings complications, legal battles over land rights, environmental issues, political interference, and community backlash. All of that pulls Tommy into an even messier web than the one he was already trapped in. For Tommy personally, moving into new territory is not just a business shift, it's an emotional one. He's already struggling with guilt, responsibility, and the human cost of his decisions. Taking the operation into unfamiliar ground forces him to confront how much damage follows him wherever he goes. He can't pretend anymore that the chaos is contained. Every new place becomes another opportunity for things to go wrong in bigger ways. Season 2's shift also opens the door for completely new characters to enter the picture. New territory means new landowners, new crews, new executives, and new enemies who don't care about the history we've already seen. That's important because it prevents the story from becoming repetitive. Conflicts won't just recycle old grudges. They'll come from unfamiliar power players who bring different rules and expectations, which naturally puts Tommy and his allies at a disadvantage. There's also a financial edge to this expansion. New territory means massive investments, new infrastructure, and higher financial exposure. If something goes wrong, it won't just affect one site or one town. It could shake the entire company. After everything that happened with safety failures and public scrutiny, the timing of this expansion feels risky. It suggests that M-Tex is either desperate to stay ahead of its scandals or reckless enough to ignore the warning signs. Environmentally, the expansion adds another layer of tension to the story. The show has already shown how dangerous and unforgiving oil operations can be. Moving into new land means unfamiliar geology, different safety challenges, and unpredictable hazards. The consequences of underestimating those risks in Season 2 could easily be even deadlier than what we've already seen. This shift also affects the emotional lives of the supporting characters. For people like Angela, Ariana, and others who orbit Tommy's world, new territory means more instability. Jobs change, routines disappear, and relationships get strained even further. Expansion isn't just a business move. It pushes everyone into uncertainty, whether they want it or not. What makes this change especially compelling is that it mirrors real-life oil industry behavior. Companies expand when they smell opportunity, even when they're still cleaning up the messes from their last move. The show doesn't frame this as a bold, exciting frontier. It frames it as a risky gamble layered on top of an already shaky foundation. Season 2's literal move into new territory also signals a narrative escalation. The writers are clearly telling us that the problems of Season 1 were only the beginning. Bigger land means bigger money, bigger enemies, and inevitably bigger consequences. Whatever Tommy thought he was signing up for at the start of this journey, it's no longer the same game. In the end, Landman venturing into new territory in Season 2 isn't just about geography. It's about power expanding faster than control, about ambition outrunning caution, and about a world that refuses to stay contained. It raises the stakes for every character involved and makes it clear that the safest ground they once stood on is officially behind them now.